body and soul. In today's edition, we are going to talk about happiness and the hormones of happiness. What could lead to a happy person? What could lead the person to be happy? Is it the hormones? Is it the chemical transition and the chemical changes in the brain of the person? Is it the hormones, or what exactly? All of our feelings and emotions are a result of chemical reactions taking place in the person's body. These reactions are responsible for making you feel negative emotions like the anger or sadness, as well as the positive emotions like being in love or being happy. Here is a look into how this chemical reaction is taking place and what could lead the person to be happy or sad.
Each and every emotion we experience is a result of the release of certain hormones inside our bodies. Some hormones are responsible for making us feel good, and some are responsible for making us feel bad. The important question now is what these hormones are, and can someone become happy if he or she alerted these hormones inside the body? Hormones that make you happy are serotonin. Serotonin is sometimes called the happiness hormone. Serotonin can be released by getting exposed to sunlight, by eating foods rich in carbohydrates, and by exercising. Endorphins. Endorphins can make you feel good, reduce your anxiety and your sensitivity to pain. Endorphins are released by exercising. Dopamine. Dopamine helps you feel mentally alert. The lack of it might cause lack of attention, lack of concentration, and bad moods. Dopamine can be released by eating foods that are rich in protein. Phenylethylamine. Phenylethylamine is the hormone that results in the feelings we get in the early stages of a relationship. Cocoa beans contain phenylethylamine. Eating chocolate might be helpful too, and that's why women love chocolate so much. Ghrelin. Ghrelin is a hormone that reduces stress and can help you become more relaxed. Ghrelin is released when we become hungry. That's why eating too much is not always a good idea. Just eat according to your body's needs and never fill your stomach completely in order to maintain good ghrelin levels.
Hello, our dear viewers, again, and welcome back after watching this report about the happiness hormones. What are these hormones and how they can help in leading the person to be more happy, and how can we control our hormones if it's possible? To shed more light on that topic, we are very much delighted to have our dear guest in the studio, Dr. Wael Safwat. He is consultant of internal medicine and regional advisor for health promotion. Hello, Dr. Wael, thank you very much for joining us. Dr. Wael, how would you define the feeling of happiness, and is it related to a sense of achievement, of fulfillment, of achieving our goals in life, or how do you define this feeling of happiness?
Okay, it's a very good start actually of the episode, and for sure many things affects our feeling of happiness or feeling good. Achieving something or having goals in general and achieving these goals is very important and causes the release of some substances in the brain and in the body itself, which we call the feeling good hormones. Also, there are many types of foods and many types of activities and behaviors which might affect our feeling good hormones and our mood in general. For sure, some habits like sleeping good,
what I eat, what I do in my life, my life habits lead to the increase of these hormones or lead to my happiness, and what is the relation here?
To start, actually there is a center in the brain which we call it the dopamine reward pathway. It is a center which releases a substance called the dopamine, which is one of the feeling good hormones. Many.
And it differs from one person to another, Dr. Wael?
For sure. It differs even if there is any change in this substance, it might cause some types of psychological problems, depression, chronic depression, acute depression.
So the depression is kind of related to the lack or the decrease of these hormones, more than what the person is facing in his life, or what problems the person is facing could lead to the decrease of hormones. What is the equation here?
Okay, let's first to define it. It's not hormones actually. We call it feeling good hormones because they are substances in the body and it affects the body. The hormones is always related and released from the endocrine glands, but what we are calling now the feeling good hormones is not released by endocrine glands. It is released in different parts of the body, mainly the brain, and sometimes people are having problems in those hormones or these substances, and they have psychological problems. But before having those, and they for sure need treatment and follow-up and psychological and psychiatric consultation.
Yeah.
But the normal people are facing depression also as well, but a minimal type of depression. They are not feeling good. Their mood is not good, but they don't go to the psychiatric or psychological treatment. But this is caused of minimal change in the dopamine and other substances which is leading the dopamine reward pathway. For instance, drugs, caffeine, sleeping, as I said before, seeing somebody you like, going to a place you like, going to or facing the sunlight.
So here it's a combination of both the external mood or its external events that the person is facing, and also its chemical changes of the body. Both are related to the happiness of the person.
Actually, there is internal and external causes. Let's say. If the internal cause is a major decrease in these substances, this will go to the psychological or the psychiatric way, and they will need treatment. If it is a minimal change in those the dopamine pathways,
how many hormones or substances are related to the person's happiness?
They are 5 to 6 types. This is the dopamine, the serotonin, melatonin, endorphins, GABA, many kind of...
and the decrease of these substances could lead to depression and sadness.
Yes, for sure. If it is a major decrease or major change or major imbalance, let's say it's imbalance, this might cause a psychiatric
disorder or problem.
Behaviors and emotions and many things might affect also the same hormones or the same substances, but it differs from somebody to another body, and it's individually changed depending on his internal genetic preparation or his genetic
could the person who is facing this decrease of this substance use some drugs if it's prescribed for him by a psychiatrist or a doctor in order to face this decrease in the hormones or the substance of happiness?
For sure, but let us agree that any drug or any medication have
side effects.
Have its side effects. So if we can try to change those hormones or those substances naturally, I mean, without taking medication, this is much better. For sure, there is some stages or some time there is a need for a very minor tranquilizer, minor sedative, even some kind of natural capsules and natural therapies which can change also the mood, but it's not a dietary supplement or something like this. It is a natural drug which might be used for a few days or weeks, and people will not get adapted on it or something like this.
Doctor, what are the instigators of these hormones? What lead to the increase of these hormones or the decrease of these hormones, other than, of course, the medications?
This is a very good and important question, and this is our topic today, or what we are interested to say. And first of all, and most importantly, is sleeping. A good and well sleeping.
And let's here mention these instigators and then explain, because I believe it's somehow relative, because I know people who are saying that the good sleep for us is 12 hours or 8 hours or 6 hours, or some people know I'm satisfied when I only sleep for 4 hours and I don't want to sleep more. So what is the definition of good sleep, and is it the number of hours or how I'm I go to sleep deeply, because some people are not capable of having a deep and calm sleeping.
Okay, you have already defined the good sleep. Actually, it is the quality and the quantity. The quantity of sleep differs from person to person and from different ages, age groups. For sure, young people need more time and more hours for sleep. Getting older, like in the adolescents or adults, we may need from 6 to 8 hours. The most important about sleeping is we have to sleep in the right time. The right time is from after 10 o'clock till the 4 or 6 o'clock. This is the best time, because it's the light and the whole
the cycle of life.
Yes. The whole biological...
The normal cycle of life.
Yes. This is about the quantity. The quality of sleep, it is well known now that we go through cycles inside our sleep. There are 4 to 5 cycles. We have to go in a light type of sleep and a deep type of sleep and the rapid eye movement. We have to have some dreams. This is part of the cycle of the sleeping. If for any reason...
Is it a must that the person dreams?
Dream, yes. Even if he didn't remember his dreams. But
is it possible? How can I know that I did dream one hour I'm sleeping? Because usually I dream seldomly. So is it possible that I don't dream, or I don't remember?
By the way, me too. I don't remember most of my dreams, and
so do you dream?
People around me.
How would we know that we dream if we don't remember anything most of the time?
If you don't remember that you dream, you have to get investigated. There is a test now which can see our waves, because the stages which we are talking about in the sleep is stages. We pass into stages, and the waves of the brain, which is alpha and theta and different and beta waves, indicates there is something in the sleep getting normal or abnormal. Even there is in the stages which I've mentioned right now, there is a special time, like for the rapid eye movement and the dreamy part, it is 20 to 40 minutes in the cycle. The deep sleep also have its normal and abnormal types. So there is a study now, and there is a sleep lab, and it's now well known, and we have it about 5 to 10 centers which provide this type of test. Also related to the quality as well is sleeping and having enough oxygen inside your body, because some people who are snoring will have problems here.
How would we do that? Because I believe most of males in Egypt here snore.
Yes, males and females, but
but males maybe the number are higher.
Yes, actually.
And is it related to the
feeling tired or something? Yes, for sure.
Feeling tired, or how our neck or head is on the pillow.
Mostly it is related to mechanical problems. Mechanical, which means there is a problem in the pathways, in the sinuses, sometimes from the overweight, the passage and the pass of air through the nose and pharynx and every the respiratory system, I mean, is affected. So obesity may cause this, also a problem in getting the air inside your lungs. Also drinking, also smoking, the imbalance or the sleeping in not in a good position, that, like you mentioned, raising the head or something like this. All this will affect even the muscles and respiratory muscles and the chest muscles and abdominal muscles has also effect. So if we are trying to evaluate the normal sleep, there is many probes and many things to be studied. First, the oxygen supply and the movement of our legs and arms. They put some electrodes here and there. The eye, because there is a special type of eye movement within the sleep. And for sure, as we said, the waves. There is multiple probes also, which has been, or electrodes, which has been inserted or put around the head. And relating the oxygen and the movement and the waves, there is a report which indicates that you have a problem in your sleep, in having oxygen inside your body, in the waves itself. For instance, waves around us, like the mobile phones and the wireless phones and the Wi-Fi also.
Does it affect our sleep?
For sure, because it's waves. It's
to what extent it makes us not comfortable while sleeping, or it causes insomnia or disorder while you are sleeping? What it causes exactly?
It causes different things. It depends upon the person and the type of the waves, and for sure his susceptibility to have problems. Because and this is why very important advice is to get rid of the mobile phones, even if it is closed. To turn off the Wi-Fi. It's very dangerous. The
Wi-Fi?
Yes, it's very dangerous.
Because, Dr. Wael, to be honest, most of the time, every person in the house is on his mobile phone or on his iPad or whatsoever, using the Wi-Fi, using the internet, or talking over the phone. It's becoming the normal thing in the life of the people, inside or outside. Even if you go to any coffee shop, any restaurant, you find friends sitting, everyone is chatting or talking over the phone. They are not talking even to each other. So to what extent this is causing more problems concerning the happiness and satisfaction of the person, and to be able to get along with others, because I believe this is a problem as well. We don't communicate face to face anymore, even if we are sitting together.
Yes, actually, let's say again, it is individual variation. There is individual variation. Some people are addicted, and let's say it is addiction.
Most of the people worldwide, not only in Egypt.
For sure. But how addicted and how much you go surfing the internet, and how much you are addicted to the Facebook, for instance, and how much you have communication with people virtually on mobiles or iPads or something like this, and communicating verbally or directly with people. It depends upon the person, but time after time and going more and more virtually will affect for sure our happiness, will affect for sure our communication with others. Even now we see many marital problems and marital disasters because of not communicating at home, even also with the rest of the family, not communicating with your kids, and the kids are not communicating with their dads. All of them are living in their own life. It's very dangerous emotionally and psychologically. But talking about medically, we have to say that this is related more to the sleep. Sleeping well, we have to advise people to get rid of the mobile phones, as we mentioned, the wireless phone, which is more dangerous even than the mobile phones. For sure. And for sure the iPads and Wi-Fi, as I mentioned.
I think it's quite difficult now.
It's quite difficult. But
because it's everywhere.
But we have to get used that at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock we have to close the Wi-Fi even if it is more before this, to communicate without using our mobiles and something like this will be much better for our happiness, for sure. And also, while we are talking about sleep, we have to close lights because
to what extent, if we are sleeping in the dark, it's better?
It's much better because there is a hormone also called the melatonin, or a substance which is called the melatonin. It increases or it is released normally when you are sleeping at the right time and having a dark or very quiet and dark.
So it's better to turn off the light while we are sleeping?
Yes.
Because many people tend to have light while they are sleeping.
Yes, for sure, and this is not good. We can have a very light light because if you are afraid, yes, dim light or something like this. Some people are afraid from sleeping in darkness, but we have to be aware of any direct light to our eyes. This is why even before sleeping, using the mobile phones or the iPads in the bed, also there is it is the time of having the light, and not just relaxed, but the light which is coming out of the using the phone or the iPads or something like this. It's not good also as well. Also, we have to have 30 minutes before sleeping, relaxing, reading Quran, reading Bible, reading a book, even if we can make some kind of light
What
activity.
about the sports? To what extent playing sports could help also in the increase of these substance of happiness?
For sure, sports.
Even light sports.
Yes, and even it is the activity and physical activity. I mean, let's not say it's sports. Just physical activity, a light physical activity at night or in the morning, or even in the athletes, people who are practicing sport are having a good amount of endorphins in their body, and this causes happiness. This is why even people who go to the gym or dancing Zumba or something of the sort is good for them.
Is it equal if we take some dancing classes or to play gym? Is it equal in creating the happiness substance, or dancing could be more fun than practicing any other kind of sport?
Yes, for sure. The activity and who are you practicing with, and if it is outdoor or indoor, even if you are listening to a music, even if you are listening to music or Quran or Bible or something like this, without having an activity, it is good. So if you are practicing or having a physical activity in a good room with good people and dancing and having activity, a fun, as you mentioned, activity, it will be much better than just sporting or practicing gym or something like this. Even they have discovered that some kind of colors, the green colors and blue colors, are affecting the mood very much. It increases for sure the release of the hormones. The hot colors causes some kind of activities and hyper. Yes, so good, it is better to have rooms with the blue, baby blue color. The green color is much better for people. Also, they discovered that watching movies, romantic movies, for instance, and even horror movies for some people, and this is why people when they
cause sleep disorder.
For some people, yes, for some people, and it's not good to see it 1 or 2 hours before sleep. But if you are seeing it in yes, and also this is why people when they go to a place where there is adventure or something like this, it is good for they laugh and they feel happy when they go to those places like Walt Disney or something like this, like those places, the parades and something like this. So it's good. Also, they discovered that having sunlight, like going to the beach and having the suntan and the sun bath or something like this, it also is good. They discovered also that taking spicy food for some people is good. And as long as we are talking about food,
Yes,
also
please.
chocolate is very important.
What kind of chocolate could boost the mood? Is it any kind of chocolate or only the dark chocolate? Because people are tending to eat more chocolates and they could gain weight, and yet the mood is not much better.
It will be affected even, not...
Yes.
I know that most of the women now will be happy because I'm talking about chocolate, and they are fond of chocolate for sure, and also men, but women are more. Let's say the more healthier is the dark chocolate for sure, because it has less sugar. It has more antioxidants because the ingredients of the chocolate is an antioxidant, a very good antioxidant. It also doesn't include fats and milk inside it in the dark chocolate. So the dark chocolate is much, much better than the white and the other types of chocolates. But when we are talking about chocolate, we are talking about a piece of chocolate.
Small piece of chocolate, not the bar of chocolate.
Yes. It elates the mood for sure, and it is the best type to elate the mood. For sure, sugary things, but if we are talking about sugary food, it's good, but we have to revert to the sugar, the simple sugar in fruits, for instance. It's much better. Yogurt is very important and very good source of different types of proteins, which increase the feeling good hormone. Yes. Cereals also have its effect on raising those hormones and those types of feeling good hormones. Bananas also is very good type and source of protein, which increases also the feeling good hormone. Nuts, and if you are talking about nuts, we can use a small quantity of nuts, not big quantity, because it includes for sure fats, and it might increase weight for sure. Yeah.
Indeed, Dr. Wael Safwat, consultant of internal medicine and regional advisor for health promotion. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you
very much. And with that, our viewers, we come to the end of this edition from Body and Soul. Hope you have enjoyed it. Until we meet again next week, I'm Rabia, signing off.